Don't ask, don't get. More wise words. Hello everyone, I am the Super Blue Badger and I welcome you to another fascinating part of Penumbra Requiem, Part 5. And so we waken up and henceforth to the gates of hell and wonder what the fuck we're doing, where our mother is again. As you can tell, this is quite dangerous and we should not pass through it. As demonstrated by this nice little gear box, but I'm pretty sure we can tough it out. Or maybe not. Instead, I think we're just going to leave this gateway the fuck alone until we find some way to get past or around it. And we'll just, you know, you don't need to bite me twice to be able to tell me to fuck off. Oh damn it, Skype. Go away, Skype. Don't need this. No, I'll answer your question later. Anyway, cogs on cog wheels, cog spokes, as I'm told they're called. Cog spokes. Has anyone ever heard of them being called spokes before? Cogs cannot speak, so why are they spokes? Or why are they spoken?
Wheels are designed to fit on cog spokes.
Oh, thank you.
Once fitted, qualified personnel should operate the cogwheel button.
I get.
You should probably get.
Oh, yeah, sure. Just give me a second. Sorry, mysterious voice. Okay, it seems we're doing something wrong here. Well, phone. Everyone is just fucking messaging me all of a sudden. I need to be left the hell alone to do this. Anyway, all the cogs are in place, and what do we get? Cookies? Cereal? Sugar? More glowing testicles. More fucking glowing testicles. We don't need any more of those. We've seen enough of them. And is this one bigger than the last one? If it's bigger than the other one glowing testicle is bigger than the other glowing testicle, I think you should really get this checked out, Philip. But unfortunately, there are no doctors in Penumbra land. More Skype messages. People, leave me alone. I don't need this. Anyway, this door is jammed. There's something blocking it. As to what, I will let you figure that out in the near future. We've got some randomly odd-looking devices. Nothing working. There's no handles in this control box. Just a minute while I put my Skype on busy. Fuck your shit. And make his way quickly through here, unless you like being a flat Philip sandwich. I wonder what Philip would taste like in a sandwich, actually. Probably very bland and white. So like ham, really. The other kind of white meat, Philip Lefresque. And I turn this valve and don't even look at the sign on the wall to what it does. I just turn the valve because I can. Whatever it does, it'll just be a mystery.
Madness and madmen. That seems to be all this place holds. Tom Redwood. I remember that name from somewhere. He contacted me on a radio I don't remember picking up. Talking gibberish, threatening me. I would rather die than end up like him. Do you hear me, ghosts? I won't let you take me alive!
An interesting thing to take away from this is that he mentions Tom Redwood.
There are 2 keys remaining.
Shut up, bitch. Anyway, the interesting thing that he actually mentions is that he mentions Tom Redwood by name, which is believed to be the name of our dear friend Red, who, I don't know, the actual name that we found in the end of Penumbra Overture. There was a note in Red's, well, the room in which he was staying, calling that his name was, well, there was a letter addressed to him and it was to Tom Redwood. And that's rather strange because Elof Carpenter doesn't actually remember picking up a radio anywhere. He doesn't remember to do anything. He doesn't remember anything that he's doing. He seems to be slowly going mad, which Philip may very well be. But it seems like Red favours us in a strange way. Maybe he considers us a friend, actually. And also you might notice that I'm fucking around with some levers. Well, as you can see, the levers are alternating the pipes. I'm not sure which lever does what, but if you fiddle around with the long hard sticks on this wall, you'll be able to figure out what to do eventually. But yeah, Elof Carpenter, he's slowly going mad within this world. But whatever is actually happening, hell if I know. I still haven't gotten any closer to figuring out what happened in this place. Except that the Terngate came, and also that's a good point, where is the Terngate? For all of their mass intervention earlier in Black Plague, and also the original Overture somewhat, you'd think they'd have a bigger plot part to be playing in Requiem, but it seems not. Did I get it? No, no, come on, one more. No. Let's try this, one more try. Success! Hooray! And it is traditional rave light time. So get your glow sticks out, boys. Despite this level being very out of place and lots of pistons and engines and whatnot, it's actually very uninteresting. You can't click the button again, no more balls or testicles or candy or whatever. So let's just move on. More platforming. Easy enough.
Required key collection. Reduced to 1.
Like a good apple pie, he crumbled to the floor. And that, my friend, is how I returned to this place. A 6-foot-tall and twisty tale, I'm sure you will agree. Comparable in heroism only to the greatest rescue of all, that of Red by Philip. And yet, when last we met, you cast away my advice as you might a freshly soiled child in need of a spanking. Why would you come to this place when you had all the wingrats you could domesticate and Red's low-maintenance subterranean empire to inherit? Why? Why?
Well, that's because it was a filthy, nonsensical place with nothing of... Ow. Let's just say your subterranean empire was a furnace underneath a dilapidated building with nothing but rats, filth, and other things that I'm pretty sure we don't really need to be mentioning. You had a hole for a toilet, in which I threw a stick of dynamite down, and now that I remember.
Exit available.
Hooray!
Please exit the area before exit becomes compulsory.
Yes, so you might have noticed that this is a very Donkey Kong-ish platform in which we alternate very, the alternating platforms, very Donkey Kong, if you remember the original Jumpman, for instance. Just be careful, it's much safer to follow the barrel down, just so you know. That way you can pretty much judge whether the new barrel's coming or not. And also, I wonder what's at the bottom of this pit. Good thing I didn't do that.
Where am I? Can you hear me? Still? He promised me death, the madman, and I refused. My own life was the one thing I thought I could control. Do not make the same mistake as I, for I am trapped here. Eternal darkness.
Well, about that. It sounds like Elof Carpenter is no longer just a book, but a voice in our head now. I'm not entirely sure, but for whatever that is, we're just going to move on to the next level. Which is more likely, the irrevocable laws of the universe have been broken, or that you are somehow mistaken in thinking them so? Well, if you're a perfect badger like I am, you know you're never flawed. The universe must be wrong, not I. And like that, we just get up off the floor after some white light blinded us and shoved us down.
We are such good and lasting friends, you and I, that I cannot stay, if the pun is pardonable, mad. It is because we are such good friends that I will not break you as I did the boring Alof before. We shall escape this place, you and I. Either that or be locked here forever. Personally, I have little preference.
Okay, Red, thank you. That's very kind of you. As you might have noticed, Red is taking a very in-friendly / friendly approach to us, which I find very bizarre. He's, I can't actually tell if he's actually our friend again or not, because in Overture he approached that way, as he had very desperate mood swings and very, shit, come on. Okay, I fuck around here for just a little bit, just so because I can't seem to get it to go up this ledge, and you have to be very careful because the top box can easily just slide right off. Just like, oh, come on, come on. Where was I about Red? Yes, in Overture he was very, well, let's just say undecided on his position towards us. He first tells us we're his friend, and second he threatens us, and then he has a mood swing and goes a little bit crazy for a few minutes, but then again Philip did seem to recall him as his best friend in the underground, if you remember the first bit of Black Plague. Okay, platform 1 onto pressure platform 1. I'm sorry I'm not explaining these puzzles very well, but they're not exactly hard or complicated. Bomb! Or not, it's just a radio, I'm just overreacting. I apologise if I sound a little lackluster today, audience, but I'm actually not feeling my best. And what could it be? The door has opened, how mysterious. It's a pretty shitty door though. I wonder what caused it.
6, 4, 9, 7.
So we have learned that the radio is terrible at counting.
One key remaining. I repeat, one key remaining.
For the sake of completionism, I actually dragged this box to the puzzle and put it back on the pressure platform just for safety's sake. Because of the one little fact being that I'm not entirely sure if it's essential to one of the puzzles later on in the future, so I just do it anyway. Wander over here, and I've forgotten something. What have I forgotten? Oh yes, I must bring the special quest item. Got wood? I know I do. I got all the wood in the world, baby. All the wood in the world. Especially in the mornings. I'll let that sink into your mind for a while. All the wood you could handle. Fuck yeah. Oh. Not only when I'm ill do I become lackluster, I also become partially insane, as you might have noticed. Just drop your wood in there. I drop my wood in holes all the time, baby. It's alright, I know what I'm doing. Where did I put the other piece of wood? There it is. Come on. There, no. There we go. Do not attempt to put your wood in sideways into deep holes. This is an advice from the Blue Badger Book of Orthodox-ism. And so here we have a giant incinerator. We need something to burn. Good thing we brought this wood telepathically, and there's no way Philip could ever have known that wood would be necessary in the near future. Not at all. Strange artifact, but under all those barrels, not conspicuous at all. Not one bit. But also, I go around the side here, seeing if it's, well, possible, because you have to turn some of these 3 valves on the back here. And I don't know why I do this first, well, don't do this afterwards, but I turn on the pressure valve, but you need to actually turn on the fire before you turn the valve. I don't know what was going through my mind at the time.
Two minds are better than one, they say. Yet my half a mind is better than two. The mind boggles. Together our one and a half minds could rule the world. Red would most likely settle for a quiet place to take a nap, you understand. But choosing is best kept for beggar.
Yes, apparently Red believes he could rule the world that he has not been a part of for about 15 to 30 years. To be honest, that's a good Acid. Let's not fall in there. Anyway, that's actually a good question. What does Red think of the outside world, and how much of it does he remember? This is what we turn the second valve for the pressure platform. And yes, I mean, how much of it could he remember? I believe he joined the mining shaft at around 13, perhaps? Some really young age, I'm not entirely sure. And I will admit, from here on in, is actually blind. Yes, blind gameplay. Right now, here, right, the thing that you're watching right this very second is blind. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, so I'm going to be running around a little bit. More acid. So I just have a quick look around. Nothing. 2 pressure platforms as per standard, and a ball.
Key total equals exit sufficient.
That's great, now we just need to find the exit. It's a locker. It's locked. Well, it wasn't really, there was no harm in trying, I suppose. This elevator doesn't work, so we're gonna have to get some way of making it work. And this is the section behind the pressure platforms of the first puzzle. Keypad. I actually forget the password at this point, but I managed to figure it out. No, let's try again. 6497. Shit, fuck, open, it's okay. I got sulfur now. Not that I actually know what to do with it. By this point, I start to get a little worried, because I actually have an idea of what I should do with it. But if it is wrong, I could lose this item forever. And so I just dump it in there. But nothing happens. And by this point I'm going, shit! What if I just threw the most important part of saving Philip's life into a vat of acid? I might as well have just killed him myself. But instead I hearken forth and press on to make sure that I am actually physically capable of saving Philip. Ugh. Come on. For some reason the box does not want to get on the platform right now. But anyway, we need to go back and actually activate that second platform that we just dropped on, which isn't opening, well, which isn't elevating or decreasing by this point. So we need to go down and activate 2 entirely different sets of pressure, well, valves to be able to get them to elevate. And for experimentation's sake, I tried to test to see if I could get the wood to turn off. So all you need to do is turn the second valve off, because if you don't, you will unequalize the pressure. Well, there will be less pressure to elevate both platforms, and both platforms will become useless. So you need to turn them valves number 1 and 3, and you will be fine. And for safety's sake, we just going to throw and bundle in another bit of wood into the fire, just to be safe. a little. It'll burn. Really? I wouldn't have guessed that would burn. Would you, viewer? I am so tired right now, you have no idea. Come on, there we go. Okay, so now that the platform is actually moving, let's see if we can actually do anything with this. Okay, we can push it into the steam. That's probably quite useless. Let's try pushing it onto the platform now. And it's a success. Let's stand on this. What? Okay. So we can't stand on the box and the platform because for some reason it just falls through the platform. And I don't know why I come over here, because by this point I'm thinking maybe I should stop the video. This is fucking ridiculous. Why am I trying to do this blind? I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So I run around aimlessly for a little bit and just go like, what the fuck, man? I had a little bit of inspiration. Since there is no second box, it's probably going to be another one where you just stand on the platform with the box on the opposite side. Run around a little bit, see that the platform's not moving. And by this point I'm just like, you know what, maybe I should just stop here. But instead, a moment of inspiration shocks straight through me and I go for a second try. After I run around a little bit more. There's no replacement sulfur, so I'm assuming that we are doing the right thing with it. Or so I believe. Will the Blue Badger be correct in throwing the sulfur into the pit of acid? And only now I just realised there's a ladder to the right we could use instead. Maybe I should use that, instead of standing on top of the box. Just a guess. Come on, there we go. Oop. I don't know how I pulled that off, but okay. The most inconvenient place you could ever put a fucking box. Right on the ledge there. And success, we have the box. All we need to do is push it to the other end and open up whatever's in the locker. Could it be more chemicals? Another Tron ball? More glowing testicles, perhaps? Nope. It's actually more chemicals. Whatever it might be. I actually put it down on the ground here to see what kind of chemical it is. The other one was sulfur, but it doesn't say which one this is. Which disappointed me slightly, but now we must come to a close and figure out whether this chemical is supposed to go in here. Success!
So soon unison will be upon us. There will be a banquet of rats and the finest champagne. Hands will be patted and backs vigorously shook. This will most likely take place in old Red's mine, you understand. But glorious it will be all the same.
Oh Red, your active imagination doesn't cease to amuse. You're such a charming little fellow, like a rat in a jar, rolling around. And so we are coming to the end of this episode, viewers. I'm sorry I could not be more of a healthy state of mind to be able to entertain you with, but I hope it was fun nonetheless.
Player, your journey is almost at an end. Please don't leave me here alone.
Anyway, we're going to be going through this portal and viewing a clip of where I found a strange artifact in the previous level, which I frustratedly could not find. So if you want to find the artifact in this level, where we get the short, narrow communication radio, here it is. And also, good night, viewer. Take care.